Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and warm welcome to our joint webinar organized by Billigence and Calibra. We are thrilled to have each and every one of you here today as we embark on an exciting journey of artificial intelligence and data governance. Thank you for joining us. Please know that you're all muted. If you have any question, please use the question box. We will get to those at the end of the session. Also, the recording will be shared with you afterwards. Now, make yourself a cup of tea or coffee, sit back, relax, and enjoy. We look forward to an insightful session ahead. My name is Anna Kulhankova. I am a BI consultant in Billigence. I am specialized in data governance. I am also Calibra Ranger certified, and that is the highest form of certification that Calibra issues. To mention some of my projects that I've recently worked on, it is a Calibra implementation for a large pharmaceutical company as well as automotive company. That means that I've participated in the architecture design, in designing the governance processes, in setting up data and report catalogs, connecting to various data sources, and also user trainings. On a more personal note, me and my husband, we are collectors of Swedish cars, Saabs to be specific. So at the bottom picture, you can see our daughter when she was about 2 years old in front of the cars. As you can see, we own 3. We just bought a convertible. So if you're into data governance or convertibles, connect with me on LinkedIn and we can chat. And what is on the agenda today? First, I'll introduce you to Billigence, then to Calibra. Then we'll take a look at AI and its challenges and how to overcome these challenges with proper AI governance. After that, we'll talk about how Calibra supports your AI governance. And then the most exciting part will follow, that is the Calibra demo. And after all of this, we'll have some time to answer your questions. So first, Billigence. Billigence is a business intelligence and data analytics consultancy. It was originally founded in Sydney more than 12 years ago. We have offices all across the globe, from London to Prague or San Diego. We combine advisory, technology, tools and resources to deliver the best business outcomes to our clients across multiple industry verticals. Our focus concentrates around 4 main pillars of end-to-end BI. These are cloud-based analytics, data consolidation and enrichment, data visualization and predictive modeling, and data governance and data strategy. That will be our focus for today. So simply put, we transform the way people work with data. Our clientele spans from telco to retail or organizations providing higher education. So let me just name a few of them. From telco, it is T-Mobile. From banking world, it's Erste Group. Or for example, MSD. Billigence is a Calibra Silver partner. For those who haven't had the pleasure to get to know Calibra Data Intelligence Cloud more, what Calibra does is that it essentially unites your entire organization with trusted data. And the key thing here is the word trusted. It is your single engagement system for data. That means that users go to Calibra, the single source of truth, to find, understand, access data. Calibra offers pre-built integrations and APIs to connect your entire data ecosystem to gain visibility and share insights across the organization. And its core products collectively enable you to manage, understand, govern, ensure quality, and secure your data assets. So now that you know who stands behind this webinar, let's deep dive into artificial intelligence. AI refers to software that recognizes speech or makes decisions or performs other tasks that traditionally require human intelligence. Many enterprises start with machine learning, that is a subset of AI in which an algorithm discovers patterns in data. Machine learning relies on a model, which is essentially an equation that defines the relationships between data inputs and its outcomes. And based on that relationship, the model generates a score that predicts, classifies, or prescribes a future outcome based on an input. So that is a brief introduction to what AI or ML is. And in today's fast-paced and data-driven world, AI, in my opinion, is no longer a luxury. It is really a necessity for companies aiming to remain competitive and relevant. What we see is that companies heavily invest into AI project because they see it critical now and even more so in the upcoming years. And what we also see, and that is maybe even more interesting, is a shift from AI using generally available data on to AI on top of your own organizational data. And the reason behind this is simple. AI models using your data gives you outputs much more relevant to your specific use cases, more tailored to your own needs, and therefore much more valuable. But there is a but. Also very sensitive to the quality of your data. So the power really lies in the data. I think we can all agree that using low quality data is not a wise choice for fueling your AI or ML models. Garbage in, garbage out, right? This is a still relevant saying in even here in the realm of AI. And what are some of the risks? First, unreliable predictions. If the data feeding the models is flawed, inaccurate, or incomplete, the outputs become equally unreliable. Also, privacy risks. Low quality data can expose sensitive information, potentially leading to security breaches. So in the age of AI, ensuring compliance with GDPR and also upcoming AI Act becomes increasingly challenging. And third, trust issues. Implementing AI systems that generate incorrect or biased outcomes can undermine the public's confidence in your organizational credibility. So to fully tap into AI's potential, but also mitigate risks and protect privacy, integrating strong governance into your AI strategy is absolutely necessary. But what AI governance really is, I'd say it is the establishment of rules, processes, and responsibilities to optimize the value derived from your data product. It ensures the application of relevant, efficient, and also ethical AI practices. It is helping to mitigate risks related to any quality, financial, and regulatory issues. And also it allows to balance the offensive use of AI which is driving business opportunities and value, with the defensive nature of AI governance. It helps you decide whether value derived outweighs potential risks. And to start with AI governance, we suggest taking these steps. First, assess feasibility and define AI use cases, data, models, and purpose. Set business outcomes, KPIs, assess risks, and assign ownership. That is really important, assign ownership. Then proceed with identifying and collecting available data. Also assess them for quality and legality. And once that's completed, continue to document, trace, and track models, data, and also use it for analysis and reporting. And then the cycle is closed with verifying and continuously monitoring the models for quality and compliance. You need to regularly retrain, test, and audit the models. And you see this is a cycle. So it is important to notice, important to keep in mind that AI governance, as any data governance, is not a project that starts and ends. It is a continuous effort. We always suggest with governance in general to start small, define a few use cases and grow bigger. As you go in these cycles, you may try out something at the beginning, either pick use cases that seem to be not so complex, or use cases that are most important to your business, and then add more use cases, add more people, more divisions, and essentially as you go in these cycles, grow. But I think it was proven many times that start small is the key here. Okay, and here it becomes interesting because this is the point where Colibra comes into play. Colibra leverages metadata to support your enterprise and AI governance. And this image here shows again the process needed to set up proper enterprise data governance around your data products. In specific, Colibra capabilities to support you in each step. So you can see some of the capabilities support you more than once in more than one step. I will now go briefly over those capabilities and explain what they are all about. In case it feels a bit unclear, don't worry. In the demo, I will always highlight them, that what we're looking at is really the capability mentioned here. So I will repeat it when we'll go through showcasing Colibra. So data governance capability. That gives you the means to operationalize your governance workflows and processes, or setting up stewardship and ownership management. Data catalog makes it easy for your users to find relevant and curated data. Users can learn and understand data by also seeing it in the context. They see how business, technical, and privacy metadata is connected. Then you have data quality and observability. That capability monitors quality and also pipelines for reliability. Then data lineage. That maps relationships between systems, applications, or reports to show how data flows through your organization. Colibra provides two types of lineages, one which we call business lineage and one which we call technical lineage. So it suits the need of all users, no matter whether they are data orientated. And last but not least, data privacy and protect. That helps you operationalize and manage privacy policies to adhere to regulatory requirements. And now let's see those Colibra capabilities in action. So upon logging in into Colibra, we are brought to what we call a landing page or dashboard. What makes Colibra truly remarkable is its capacity for customization that goes for the landing pages as well as the operating model, and that allows each role or group of users to craft their own, in this case, personalized landing page. That means that the content displayed here is tailored to meet specific needs of each user. So it provides me with quick links to the parts of the platform which I use often. For those that may be new to Colibra, here at the top you have a menu where you can find communities. So you can browse through the organizational structure. Here at the right top corner, you have a menu that will lead you to different parts of the platform, focused on different aspects of governing data. Here you also have tasks. That's displaying the open task for me. It serves as a clear indicator of any needed action that may be required of me, such as approving an asset or responding to a question. And then here we have a search bar. So today I would like to show you how Colibra streamlines work for data scientists. I specifically chose this role because data scientists are typically involved in AI projects because their job is essentially to analyze complex data sets to extract insights, and AI helps them do that now. So imagine I am a data scientist working on an AI project, and I seek insights into customer behavior. So what I need to find a good AI model, a good model in general, and I need to find a fitted data set. These are two, I'd say, typical activities when you work with AI. You need model, you need data set. So we'll see how Colibra supports these tasks. So Colibra, with its user-centric approach, provides me with quick links, such as find trusted data sets or model registry. And it can be any model registry. It can be AI model, ML model, or analytics model. So no matter what the type, we have a model registry. So if I would click here on this link, I'll be brought to a list of catalog models. So I can search for a specific one. I can see what models are available for me in my organization. But because I want to show you the search capability, let's pretend that I don't have this link here, and I will look for the model. So I'm looking for a model to get insights in customers, right? So I'll type in customer in the search bar and hit enter. Search filters functionality allows me to refine my results. So in this case, I'm looking for a model. So I need to refine to asset type model. So I'll type in model, choose this. As I was saying, it could be ML model, analytics model, whatever you want to catalog in Colibra, whatever model you need to have here, its information you can put here. You can put it here in the registry. So I filtered my results. I can fulfill for filtering. I can also use status or location or tags. I can also save my search filters for future use. In this case, there's only one output, only one result. So I click on the title and I am led to what we call an overview page. So here at the top, I find essential information about the model. I see the status saying accepted, and I see business steward assigned for this data set. So this tells me that this model was reviewed and accepted, and therefore I can trust the information that I will find here cataloged. And this is the data governance capability. If you remember the diagram, the picture that was showing earlier with the Colibra capabilities, this is the data governance one. It gives you the means to either use out-of-the-box approval workflow to approve assets, or you can design your own to reflect any governance processes that you might already establish. It shows and allows to manage clear stewardship and ownership to ensure accountability. So this really gives the layer of trust to your documented and cataloged models or any assets that you want to catalog in Colibra. These can be data sets, business terms, whatever. So this tells me that I can truly use this model and the information here for my use case. Because one thing is to find an information, but the other thing is to whether or not I can rely upon it in my daily tasks. As this was reviewed and accepted, I can rely upon it. So data governance capability of Colibra. Beyond these fundamental details, Colibra allows you to document a wide range of characteristics or so-called attributes like definition, model type, language. And again, this could be any model, AI, ML model. You can customize the characteristics that you need to document for your models. It's open for customization. And thereby populating these characteristics, these attributes for the model creates comprehensive data catalog or model registry in this case. And that is another capability of Colibra. It is a capability to catalog, so data catalog capability. The platform also encourages users to link assets together, providing context. So you can see here which data set this model consumes, which it produces, also the business process that created this model in the first place, and related Tableau report. This provides context. So this isn't just a wiki page on a model, AI, ML model. It shows me all these relations, this context. And that helps me tremendously in understanding the model. Now, I know if the model is the right one for my specific use case. In reality, very often we're called to provide complex BI solutions or design complex BI solutions. And when we talk to the end users, we come across this, that the users go to us and say, but we don't understand. We don't understand the data. We don't understand the reports. So what value does it bring? What value does complex solutions bring when the meaning is lost. Right, so the data catalog and what is for it assures that everyone understands, that everyone have a place, one platform to go and learn about your data world in your own organization. So data catalog capability. In addition to that, you can add tags and you can comment on any asset, thus promoting knowledge sharing and teamwork. So far we've seen the data governance capability and data catalog capability. And just to remind ourselves, that helps me to decide whether or not I can use this model for my use case. It could be AI model. And moving down the menu, we see diagram tab. So far we were on an overview page, now we're going to a diagram tab. And this feature provides a visual representation of how assets are interconnected. So if you remember those relationships that I've shown you on the overview page, the data set that this model consumes and produces, and relationships to other assets, this is a visual representation of it. I'll make it bigger so that we see it better. So I see those relationships in a few clicks, and I can gain an understanding of the assets context. You can also take a look at relations of other assets that are related to the one that I'm looking at. So this is our model, our AI model. And this is a data set that the model produces. So I might be interested on the relations of this, and I can go on and reveal other relations of other assets here. You can play with the diagrams. You can customize the diagrams to bring focus on certain asset types, on certain relation types for specific use cases or user groups as well. So this is the truly, I'd say, remarkable functionality of Collibra to customize. And what we're looking at here is the feature called business lineage. And that is really invaluable, especially for data scientists, because they require quick insights into relationships. And we people in general understand visuals better than text. I can also see a preview of any asset on the diagram to gain better understanding of the context. So this is another capability that we've seen in the picture, in the presentation, the data lineage one, and this is specifically the business lineage. So I don't have to scroll through the asset overview page, and yet I see what data AI models consumes and what it produces. So overall, documenting AI models in a catalog enhances collaboration, knowledge sharing, and also model accountability. And this streamlines development and ensures compliance. So this is the first scenario I wanted to show. This is looking for available AI models within your organization, or how can that look like? And now let's go back to the landing page, because if you remember what I said in the beginning of the demo. Important part or tasks for data scientists are looking up a good model and then data set that fits their use case. So it's about searching for AI models and searching for good data sets. So now we'll take a look at the other scenario for data scientists working with AI, and that is looking for the data to use. And it also relates to the thing that I've said previously, that we see the shift from AI based on general data to AI on top of your organizational data. And that provides much more valuable insights, right? So being aware of your data landscape is very important for data scientists working on AI projects. They need to find trusted data to use. So again, Colibra streamlines this process. Here I have a quick link to find trusted data sets. So we've seen already the search capabilities. So I'll right away click on this link. I am led to a catalog or a list of data sets. And that allows me to locate a perfect match for my AI project, no matter where this data set is located physically, in which system, no matter who is the owner. I don't need to ask around for good data. It's all here, documented. So let's imagine that I'm happy with the model that we've seen. Let's imagine it was an AI model. So now I want to reuse it and maybe look for a different data set to provide to the model. And that model was designed to make predictions about customers. So I, again, need data on customers. So I will filter the list of datasets here to the ones containing customer in the title. And what I need as well to know to make a decision whether or not this dataset or some of these datasets are a good candidate. I need to know whether it meets certain criteria, governance criteria, like having an owner or being of a certain data quality. That is the key, right? Being of a certain quality, and also being GDPR compliant. And I don't need to spend time to verify all this information. This attribute certified tells me, and I see that there's one data set which is certified. So this seemed like a pretty good candidate to me. This certified tick here was populated automatically using a certification workflow. You can customize or design the certification workflow for your own purposes and set different sets of criteria and let Colibra with the workflow to automatically set the data set for those criteria. So it's really simple. And if you imagine all this information that I would need to verify, if it wouldn't be for Colibra, I would need to probably go to different sources, talk to different people, send a few emails to get all this information. Here, I just see it, and I just know that I can look for more details on the data set. So I click on the title. Again, I'm directed this time to what we call a summary page. You can see that unlike the asset overview page, the summary page, because it is tailored for data assets, presents specific characteristics essential for data assets, by which I mean data sets, tables, columns. I see its description, I see its business context, and very important, I see its owner, and I see a subject matter expert. So this is important information for me when I make the decision whether this is a good fit for my AI project, for my AI model. So far it seems good. So I am interested to see more details. So I will go to a Details tab. The Details tab gives me more information, such as sensitivity. Here it is for internal use only. When I scroll down, I see data sharing agreements related to this data set, and also corporate policies applied. So it gives me information so that I understand how to handle the data, which is that. And the upcoming AI Act will regulate the use of PII, personal identifiable information or sensitive information, and I don't want to risk any compliance issues. So I need to know whether or not there are any policies which I need to make sure that I'm staying compliant with. So clear understanding of those are really key to staying compliant. And if you have the picture of Colibra capabilities, if you have it still in mind, this is the part of what Colibra privacy and protect capability is about. So far we've seen data governance capability, data catalog capability, data lineage, and this is Colibra privacy and protect. Relating policies, standards, really any governance asset to your data, so that everyone understands how to work, how to handle the data they use, and if they even have a permission to use it. So moving along to Data Elements tab. It shows the columns, in which table the columns are located, their description, whether or not it contains PII, and assigned class, so that I understand really what's in the data set without the need to go into the data set directly, without having to ask for a permission, because sometimes what happened is that you go through a long process of requesting an access, then you finally receive the approval, and then you find out that the data set is just not a good fit. So Colibra solves that. You see the metadata, you don't have direct access, you don't see anything sensitive, you just see the descriptions and the columns there, and that should be enough in order to make an informed decision. I would also like to highlight here that the data classification you see here, the assigned classes to specific columns, for example, data or email or first name, these are populated automatically by Colibra, and Colibra itself uses AI for that. So Colibra scans portion of the data and assigns class based on a pattern, and your stewards have the ability to then approve or reject the proposed class, and by that giving feedback to the AI model so that it can continuously improve. It is an option. You can do that or you don't have to. you can leave the scanning of data out. You don't have to do that. So just that you know, Colibra, you can define on what level Colibra stays, whether it ingests metadata only, or for some reason and use cases like data profiling or this data classification, it scans a portion of the data in a secure way. So this is Colibra itself using AI. Now moving along, you see that there is a sample data. So when I click on it, I am able to see a sample because I have enough permissions. Colibra, of course, tracks if you have these permissions to see the sample. And here you can see that I have I can just see partially. First name, last name, email. This is sensitive information, so it's not shown here. Colibra gets the information or on whether or not a column contains PII automatically from the source. So it knows, okay, this is the first name, this is PII, and hides it from everyone. So we've already seen the diagram tab. So what I would like to show you for the data set is quality tab. Important thing for me when I decide if this data set is a good choice for my AI. I need to make sure that the quality is of the highest, that the data set is of the highest quality. Quality is the key. Here you see the data quality expressed as a percentage for the data set. You can also see the percentage across various data quality dimensions like integrity, accuracy, consistency. I can also see details. I can see the rules, the data quality rules and metrics. I see how many rows broke this rule. I see the quality score and the result. I can set score to differentiate whether or not the data set or the column complies with my rules. And this information can be automatically ingested to Colibra from data quality tools, such as Colibra data quality and observability. So this is the last capability from the picture, data quality, Colibra DQ. It provides insights into this data quality rules and issues related to it. And I've already explained that our AI is just as good as the data it uses. So this is a really important thing for me to in my decision making. Also, Colibra lets me know whether there's been any drop in the quality so that I can react to it. And if there are any unexpected situation, just knowing which AI models use which data sets is really invaluable, just to mention. What I would also like to highlight in this section now when we're looking at the data quality, and I've explained that there's been automatically ingested from Colibra DQ. Colibra DQ also leverages AI to automate population of data quality rules. And for those that might not know, data quality rules are often still nowadays are often written manually. So there are people who need to write the null checks, the empty checks, go through the patterns of different data in different columns and different tables and write the rules. It's very time consuming. So having the ability of a tool to write these rules for you, to scan the data, monitor, scan the data, find patterns, assign the basic null checks, for example, but also understanding over time the pattern and how it changes, and writing those rules for you. That's really a game changer. It saves so much time. It is a really interesting feature. Unfortunately, today we do not have time to look into that more. We don't have time to go to Colibra DQ to show you this as well. This would make up for completely for a new another webinar. But I just wanted to tell you that this is again a case where Colibra itself uses AI. So again, to remind ourselves what we've achieved so far. I am working as a data scientist. I am working on a AI project. I am seeking customer behavior predictions. I was able to see models cataloged available in my organization. I've also was able to see data sets provided, and now I really can make an informed decision. From what I've seen, I think that this data set is a perfect match for my AI project, and it doesn't stop here. It's not, I found the model, I found the data set, and that's it. Colibra allows me to request for an access directly here. I don't need to go anywhere else. At the top here, there's Actions button. I'll click on it, and here I have Request Access. So by clicking on this, what it does is it essentially initiates a workflow. I need to confirm agreement for data usage. I see the sensitivity level and what is needed for those sensitivity levels. I also need to agree to each policy or data sharing agreement related to this data set. These are those governance assets that we've seen previously on the Details tab, if you still remember. So by agreeing, I am really saying, I've read the policies, I understand, I will make sure that I stay compliant. I hit OK. And for the demo, I'm here, refer to a Jira ticket, but requesting an access might be done in different ways, but that is a subject of your own organizational data infrastructure. And I click OK. So I've been referred to a Jira ticket, and I can access the data as well. Colibra tracks the request access and documents them, which adds another level of transparency and accountability. Just so that you can see it as well, I'll go to the diagram tab. Hit the three dots here, explore, and I will choose asset is essential for data usage. So this is the relation that ties the request to the data asset. I see there are many, but what I'm more interested in is this. When I click on a particular request, I instantly see whether or not the access was granted when the request was created, and who was the requester, and who's the data custodian that gave the request. So it's all here documented. So in a summary, what we've seen in the demo, Colibra provided with me with immediate access to relevant information so that I can develop and maintain AI models and related data. Colibra enhances data understanding. It makes it easy to see what AI models are already available in a company, in your own model registries. By seeing which are available, you also know which are not. So there's an opportunity for data scientists to develop new ones. I also have a catalog of available data, and I see the quality of the data, and I can connect those. I can connect the models and the data to be able to see what models use what data and then its quality. So I see the quality of data sets fueling my models. And it helps me navigate through all the data sources within an organization so I can find the data I need for my specific use cases. So instead of playing the detective, emailing back and forth, asking around, using X different tools to gather all this information, I can focus on the important as a data scientist, and that is bringing value and informed data-driven decision-making so that your organization can successfully grow with AI. So I will go back to the presentation because I want to show you or tell you one last thing as we wrap up today's webinar. I'd like to share the take-home message, and that is robust data governance is not essential just for maximizing the value in the context of business intelligence. It is equally critical for the success of AI initiatives, because AI also relies on the data at their core. So thank you for your time. And now it's time for Q&A. So let's see what questions we have here. When do companies start to think about data governance? That is a great question, and also important one. I would say that companies start to think about data governance when they realize that it is really important for them to effectively manage the data sets. And this can happen in various stages, but often it becomes a priority when organizations face data-related challenges. Companies started to reach out to us with the GDPR, for example. So regulatory requirements are very often the ones that are there reasons why companies start to think about data governance more? It doesn't have to necessarily be GDPR. In the banking world, you have all these regulations, and I think also I mentioned the AI Act that will again, I think, be for many companies really a starting point to think about data governance seriously. Because if you really want to be data driven, if you really want to make decisions based on data, it demands more structure and simply more control over the data. Yeah, that is what I would say to how companies start to think. What is their starting point? And another question is, does Colibra have a lineage included? Yes, we've seen the business lineage, but I think it's important to also say that there is a technical lineage in Colibra. As you see, business and technical, the business lineage is more orientated towards your business users who don't necessarily need to know all these technical details, but your techie users, your data analysts, they would like to see how data attributes are matched together, which attributes in data, how it flows from one system across through systems, and they then land in reports, for example. It is important for impact analysis. And also the technical lineage provides detailed information into what queries are at the beginning, what queries really created, for example, the table. And so what are like on the ins and outs queries. So technical lineage, I think truly remarkable capability of Colibra for your data analysts. And I see that we've run out of time. If this was really exciting webinar, thank you for joining us, and I wish you a great day.